Hello, welcome to Poetry Changes Lives, poetry and history once again, here on a daily basis in my book. You can get it at all bookshops and on my website, poetrychangeslives.com. You can also subscribe on YouTube at Poetry Changes Lives. Thanks. On this day, in 1829, a wonderful man named William Booth was born, the founder of the Salvation Army. After years of work as a traveling Methodist preacher who was trying to help the poor, Booth one day realized that he and his helpers were a kind of an army. So he began to organize them on military lines, naming himself as a general and giving others appropriate ranks and uniforms as well. He adopted popular songs into strident marching songs, giving them Christian themes, so, as he said, the devil should not have all the best tunes. Within a few years, the Salvation Army was a worldwide brand, and today it thrives still. It's an amazing and wonderful organization, doing an enormous amount of good throughout the world. I really admire it. When Booth died in 1912, he was aged 83. 40 Salvation Army bands and 10,000 Christian soldiers marched behind his coffin. That's quite a sending off, isn't it? Gosh, 10,000 Christian soldiers. Well, today I'm going to read a poem by Vachel Lindsay, the slightly weird but quite a good poet, really, American poet who sort of travelled and declaimed his poetry in a sort of new way, called it singing poetry. Rather good. I admire him, really, Vachel Lindsay. He's not so well known these days, but here's one of his, Above the Battle's Front. It was written for the occasion of Booth's funeral. St. Francis, Buddha, Tolstoy, and St. John, friends, if you four as pilgrims hand in hand, returned the hate of earth once more to dare, and walked upon the water and the land. If you, with words celestial, stopped these kings for sober conclave ere their battle great, would they for one deep instant there discern their crime, their heart-rot, and their fiend's estate? If you should float above the battle's front, pillars of cloud, of fire that does not slay, bearing a fifth within your regal train, the Son of David in his strange array, if in his majesty he towered towards heaven, would they have hearts to see or understand? Gosh, that's quite a sort of mystical poem with a lot of imagination. Today I remember with gratitude the work of William Booth and his army. I will do my best to help those less fortunate than myself. I think we should all support the Salvation Army and people who are genuinely altruistic like that. The world needs them. Thanks for listening.